my motherfucking tribute to Ozzy. Stay tuned. What's happening, Googans? Let's say it's been a fucking pretty sad week. I don't even have to say it. Everyone knows what fucking news. Anybody knows anything knows the fucking news. So just wanted to do a video on that. I mean, how could I not? I mean, everybody else has, but why the fuck wouldn't I? I don't know. You know, I guess I could, but I don't know. I just couldn't bring me not to not do this one. So we all know it's fucking coming. But fucking grabbed a beer special for this occasion. Boddington's Pub Ale. It's imported from Britain. Now, granted, I don't know if the Oz fucking, you know, if he drank this shit, if they sold it in Birmingham, I don't know. I like British beer, British ales and such. So this is just, you know, it's from Britain, and Ozzy was from Britain. So whether he had ever had this, fucking have no clue. I've had it a few times. It's pretty good. It's called Boddington. Like I said, Boddington's Pub Ale. Comes 1 pint, smooth and creamy. 1778. Don't really got much info on here. 124 calories. Oh yeah, it's kind of a lighter. 4.6 alcohol. Hell yeah. Yeah. Major United Kingdom product of Britain. You know, beer. So fuck yeah. Oh wait, it's got something on the back here. The boy y'all, but since 1778, when was first brewed at the Strange Ways Brewery in Manchester. Manchester. I don't know if that's anywhere near Birmingham, but Boddington's has been renowned as a unique pale gold ale in English pubs. Boddington is served using the traditional hand-pulled method, which mixes air with the ale as it pours. For best reserve, served cold but not ice cold. Well, this is not ice cold, but it's cold. Carefully open can, pour contents. Oh fuck! It gives you instructions for the motherfucker. Holy shit! Wait and watch the head settle the perfect. This can contains a pressurized insert. Do not tamper. Oh man, you guys can't see it, but it's got motherfucking instructions on it. I probably don't even need to do this. It's got a little fancy thing in there, man. Holy shit. Pressurized. Got my Samuel Smiths. Although, my understanding that fucking Samuel Smith's guy's kind of a douche. One of those like bougie motherfuckers. Like, no lot of cursing and stuff in his pubs. And, he's probably one of those pussies that fucking help advertise not being able to smoke and fucking anywhere. They did it here, but they did it over in Europe too, man. So I don't know. Anyways, fucking. Oh yeah, it's got a little wick in it. Cheers to fucking Ozzy, man. So, rest in peace, Ozzy. Fuck yeah. Very good. This is really good. Oh my god. Goes down smooth, but it has a lot of flavor. This is a really good beer. I like it. I mean, I've had it before, but it's just been a while. It's kind of pricey, but this is a special occasion, an important one. I won't even call it. I don't even like to say that. But anyways, so yeah, my respects to Ozzy. The man's given us so much. You know, and I'm not shocked by his death. Him passing, you know, I think everyone knew it was coming. I mean, it was very obvious. You know, just the shape he was in. And I mean, he was up there. You know, 76 is not fucking young. I mean, he's an elderly man. As lame as that sounds, it's the fucking truth, man. You know, and he'd been around. Fuck, when I got into, you know, when I first heard about Ozzy was probably 50. You know, I was probably about 10 years old, you know, when I first heard like Sabbath or his music. So it goes to show, like, goddamn, he was he already been around for his music already been around for 30 fucking years, you know, by the time, it just shows like the generations he's touched, you know, influence. I mean, without his music, I mean, I wouldn't be as influenced it really got, you know, I heard AC/DC and stuff, but I got into Ozzy, it like sucked me even deeper into like heavy metal. And well, anyways, like how I first heard about him was, you know, my stepdad, he'd talk about musicians like they were these superheroes in a way. Being a young kid, it was very impressionable. You know, I loved action heroes and superheroes. You know, I like Mad Max and fucking, you know, Lethal Weapon, and then, you know, I had Batman and all those. So, but when he would describe these musicians, they were like magical to me. You know, he would talk about, you know, Alice Cooper with the guillotine and how he'd come out on stage, and then, you know, Ozzy, you know, he told me the story about the bat incident, and these wild people that were just, to me as a kid, they sounded like magical, you know, and that was very appealing to me. And when I first discovered Ozzy and started hearing him, listening to him about him, you know, by that time in the mid to late 90s, there was a lot of documentaries, a lot of interviews and things you could already find like in magazines and shit. So, you know, reading about them, and then also listening to, you know, a lot of interviews and such, you know, because they actually replayed a lot of that shit. You can find it. They replayed it on a lot of music channels, you know, if you had VH1. I didn't have VH1, but I, like, had relatives who did. So, you know, any chance I would get, you know, go with a relative, like a grandmother's house or something, and, you know, watch cable, and, you know, catch a fucking documentary. They were. I mean, I remember watching Live and Loud. It was a replay. It was up. I stay up really late. It was on one of those music channels, and I was just blown away by it. But anyways, you know, just knowing his background and like kind of where he came from, it was very inspiring. And one thing I can say about Ozzy, what I always liked about him is he's like every other fucking dude. I mean, if Ozzy didn't make it, he wasn't successful. Oh man, I love this solo. I'll play in Battery because if I play Ozzy, fucking, I'll get flagged. This is like one of my favorite solos ever. I every time it gets me. Fucking love this album. On the Sun of the Black Mark, man. This song, fucking Call from the Grave, always gets me. Perfect time, you know, Call from this motherfucking grave. Anyways, if Ozzy wasn't successful, I think he would have just ended up like any of us other motherfuckers, you know? Probably would have made it. Then where I'm going with this is, I feel like, you know, that never left. And he's relatable to all us metalheads. Anybody that's into this shit. He's a very, like, a regular dude, you know, who had issues and just regular troubles. The money never changed him, you know? For fuck's sakes, like, his last gig is the highest in fucking music history, to my understanding, for charity. 190 million. Now you see, and I don't care where you are, what your fucking political side is, you see any of these motherfuckers today, any of these politicians in any country doing anything like that? Fuck no. Not for their fellow man. You know, not one of them. In fact, they're fucking taking shit away. They're keeping it for themselves. Like, look, this man was like on his last dying breath and gave it to the fucking world. And I think that's beautiful. I'm not even, I can't even say I'm that fucking awesome of a person. Well, you know, like I was saying, you know, like they hated him back in the day because he was still that fucking poor kid, working class kid from fucking Birmingham, and the classes did not like any of that shit. They still fucking don't. They fucking hate you if they don't like working class people. Yeah, Ozzy was that guy who probably now, you know, probably like me, will fucking mow my lawn every time. And I got douchey fucking neighbors bitching at me, calling the city on me. You know, like, I'm that guy, and I think Ozzy would have been too. I mean, just in a hypothetical way, if any of you fucks give a fuck and know what I'm talking about. I'm a regular person with regular problems, so was the Ozzy. And I'm thankful that he was able to be successful and contribute what he did for music. Damn, there's so much I would like to say. It probably has already been said, you know, it hasn't, I don't know. But you know, he did. Just with what he did with Sabbath, and you know, his solo career was just very impactful. Even in the early '80s, I mean, it was a gateway. You know, I know the new wave of British heavy metal stuff was coming out, but when his solo records coming up, that stuff turned on a lot of people into heavy metal. And I still, to this day, love. You know, when I'm not listening to death metal or black metal or you know the extreme stuff, I always go back to my Ozzy albums. You know, it's like stuff that you know when I get kind of ear fatigue for you know listening to you know the extreme stuff. I always go back to Ozzy. So I can always listen to those albums and find enjoyment, and they're so well written. Some of the best lyrics ever, if you ask me. I mean, Suicide Solution is to me one of the most just the lyrical genius of it. I know it may seem simple and cheesy, but just the fact that someone came up with it, you know, wine is fine, whiskey's quicker, suicide slow with liquor. Fucking genius rhyme. It's so simple, it's genius. Rest your head, make your bed. There's no one at home. Where to hide suicide? You know, it's fucking just the lyrics about addiction and the dark side of life and just how it made food. You know, I don't know. You know, that song, just the lyrics in there always stick with me. I can always go back to those songs. And not to mention, I mean, the music and just the compositions. I could go on and on about it. For me, like, here's one of my first... Now, I got it on a cassette. I mean, I got vinyl and CD and all that now, but this is my first Ozzy cassette. And I bought this in the late 90s, probably 1998, 1999. This actually survived the house fire. I wonder if I can still smell the smoke from the house. This is one of them that survived. I still have. Actually bought it from. I worked with at the time. My one stepdad at the time. I would, you know, to make extra money to make ends meet. He'd work side jobs. He was an ex-construction worker, and fucking. I'd go to work with him sometimes and help him, and that's how I bought this. Yeah, I don't remember what I paid for it. It was probably like $10, but fucking loved it, man. Still, like, I can't believe I still have this, and this is from the 20th century, folks. Weirdly, I'm from the 20th century, at the tail end of it. I still remember it, but yeah, this was. I can't believe I still have it, and the fucking tape deck hasn't fucking ate it yet. But yeah, Blizzard of Oz. I fucking love this album. Definitely, something I can always go back to. So many great songs on it. I mean, Crazy Train, as overplayed as it is still a really fucking good song. I could always enjoy the solos. I mean, it's very over fucking played, but Rhodes was a genius with those riffs. But anyways, Ozzy was a genius with the goddamn lyrics, and his melodies, his vocal melodies, are just impressive. I mean, the guy had like a natural chorus in his voice. I mean, it was technically, I wouldn't say like a blues singer originally, you know, when Sabbath started, they were like blues, but, you know, rock and blues and stuff, and then they discovered the metal sound, and they just, you know, went with it. We sold our soul for rock and roll. This was some of the earliest stuff that I had from, also from Ozzy or Sabbath. You know, the first things I actually ever heard, let's see if I got it anywhere. I thought I had, you know what, I dug out my fucking vinyls. I don't know what the fuck I did with them. Here's one of the first things. The first thing I actually had, no, I think this was the first. It's hard to say because all this shit kind of blends in a little bit together because I was so young and I was hearing it all at the same time, like very close together. But I know for a fact this was one of the earliest things I heard from. Before I heard Ozzy, I heard Black Sabbath, and this was definitely one of the first ones. This was my stepdad's originally. He's rest in peace. But this was his. This is a fucking NEMS version. I always liked this version because the logo, the Sabbath Bloody Sabbath logo, just looks so much more sick going that way, or just the coloring of it. And then the Black Sabbath logo and fucking, you guys can't see it, but it's in really cool old English lettering. And these songs really hit home, and just Ozzy's vocal melody. I know he didn't write the lyrics, but whatever, he sang them, and he soared through the fucking songs with his voice. I mean, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, A National Acrobat might be probably my top 10 fucking Sabbath songs. I know it's not heavy, but it's very melodic, but like in a dark, almost, I don't know, euphoric way. The way Ozzy's voice just soars through that song, and the riffs and the melody, and the lyrics are really, really deep. Pretty much a lot of this stuff is, man. Killing Yourself to Live is another great fucking track. Yeah, this was some of the earliest stuff I heard. Anyways, I don't know. Like, I think for a lot of people that they feel the same way. I mean, they could go on and on, but yeah, this music definitely it hit fucking it hits hard. You know, I don't know what else to say, but rest in peace, Ozzy. We fucking miss you, and it's sad to say that you know, I really think a good piece of the world is gone, and we're left with a lot of fucking garbage, man. Unfortunately, there's still a lot good left. You know, I think this YouTube metal community I really appreciate. I think it's you know, a good thing, and because of Ozzy, I think something like this, we're all doing this shit. You know, whether he would know it or not, or anybody else who gives a fuck. I think I'm here. I'm definitely here doing this fucking crazy weird shit. You know, because of it. Otherwise, I don't know what I'd be doing, man. I do this because I love it. You know, things didn't turn out the way I wanted to. Of course, you know, I wasn't as, you know, maybe known or as successful as I'd like to be. But you know what? I still did it. I'm still a musician because of Ozzy, and a few others. But Ozzy's definitely, you know, one of the big ones. And I didn't have music in my life. I don't know what road I would have took. You know, I might not be here. Honestly, or something really bad could have happened to me. Music's always kept me on, for the most part, a narrow path, or at least kept me going. I've definitely had my ups and downs with shit in life and have strayed, but music has always brought me back. And you know, because of that, you know, I think someone like Ozzy Osbourne for that. So cheers to all you, Ozzy, and all you guys. Yeah. Also, too, you guys forgot, I got still got the giveaway. And shout out to you guys that commented. Thank you so much, and that entered. So far, we got 3 entries. If you guys are interested, if you guys remembered, oh shit, man, I'm not kind of out of sorts here today. It's I got a Matt. This is Maddox Deep Shadows Band, fucking Inebriated Winds CD. It's sold out. I've got a Cryptic Fog, Staring Through the Veil. These are kind of hard to come by. I only have a few. Otherwise, you can't really get it anywhere else other than Discogs and eBay. I think maybe Blood Harvest Records. I don't know. The now sold out Kai. Well, at least it was. There might be some more in stock, but hey. One of the new, I can't say this is a new, well, I think this is a new Warhammer 666 album, full length. It may be one of, the guy's releasing stuff I can't keep up, but it fucking rules. Killer black metal. And what the fuck did I do with it? These also sold out on my, they're sold out on my Bandcamp, so, but I have just a few extra copies. But this will be in the new Ghoulish Grin debut demo. So, and I have a 2XL shirt for the giveaway. So for anybody that missed it, Ghoulish Grin shirt, yeah. It's the only one I got. And yeah, man, fucking. If you guys remember what the thing was, it was 11 guitar players or bass players from death metal, grindcore, black metal, and it could be It can be black death metal. It can be grind. It just death metal, black metal, grindcore. 11 and your favorite bass players and guitar players. They don't have to be in fucking order either. I gotta say, Barry. Shout out to Barry and Jaded Hunter. Barry got the gold medal show. And damn it, I got a new guy. Just shout out to you. I forgot. Someone else recently subscribed. Check me out because of Cattle Prod. So, dude, I remember you. I just forgot your name of your channel. But thank you. You had like 36 names of musicians. There was too many good ones. You couldn't make up your mind. That's okay too, man. So, but anybody, comment, subscribe, fucking share it. So we're gonna keep this thing going. I'm not doing the. We got like a whole nother month for this thing. I think we're gonna go until motherfucking September. So fuck it. Just hell yeah. Oh yeah, last week's fucking band, or not last week. It's been 2 weeks, man. I did a live last week and just been busy, man. Fucking, I haven't had like sometimes I just don't have time to do this shit, and so I make time when I can. But I appreciate y'all. Anyways, if y'all new to the channel, if anyone's still here, because usually I usually announce it, but I'm kind of emotional because Ozzy's passing, man. I'm really honestly bummed. I'm sure everyone else feels the same way, but anyways, fucking the band at the end. I always do this, so any of you guys new to the channel, I always do this for these videos. I always play a band that whether you like it or not, or whether I like it, I'm not gonna tell you until like the end. Anyways, I play something, I have a blank screen, and I'm not gonna announce who it is until the next video. And then in the next video, tell you what I think, see what you guys think. Let's give something to comment, something to bullshit about. It's just something I do. So just like opening up a different beer on the beginning. Excuse me. But okay. Aside from that, last week's band was a little band called Aberration. It says Aberration. It's really hard to spell. It's ABJVRATION. See if I can get that on the screen for y'all. Because anybody that liked it, there it is, Aberration. They're a death doom band from France. This is just an EP. There's only a few tracks on here. Some of them are a bit long, but I mean it's death doom. It's very what do they call it? Droning a bit, but it's just heavy as fuck, man. It's dark, it's heavy, and actually it's so heavy they don't have a bass player in this. So if you guys anybody want to go back and listen to the last video I did, give it another spin. But actually, you can probably find this on YouTube. Aberration, the Unquenchable Pyre. What fucking label is it? They've only got one EP. They haven't put anything else out. This came out in. Fuck, man, I don't even know. I've had this for a while. I don't always, I listen to something. I don't always read the liner notes. The older I get, I kind of do it less. I did back in the day, though. I tell you what, I read every fucking little thing I had. But oh, this is on Dark Descent, man. This was on Dark Descent. Fuck, yeah, that's a pretty well-known label. Yeah, but it's fucking death doom from France. It's really heavy. They don't even have a bass player, which I know I said that already, but whatever. I just think that you wouldn't imagine. You can't even tell. You're just thinking, damn. But yeah. I actually like this. This is something I really enjoy. I had a bit of a death doom project that I never finished, sadly, but it was I did my run with it for a minute there, man. Maybe someday I'll go back to it, but yeah, I enjoy this. So for all you guys, thank you. Till next time, I was gonna say, stay tuned. Here, hope you enjoy the next band. Or hate it. Let me know. Alright. Cheers.